What's up, world, and welcome to our show, Cuzzo Convo. We're your hosts, Renaissance Ronnie
and MoLuvlee. We're here to have an open dialogue about all things Black reality TV, highlighting positivity and giving out real life accountability checks.
So grab your seat and whatever you need, because we're about to dig in.
What's going on, Cuzzos? It is your girl, MoLuvlee, and let's go ahead and recap this, oh Lord, this little past week's episode. Where do we begin? We about to make this a real quick recap because there's not much to talk about because honestly, there's nothing really that's happening. It's not really anything that's happening, but this is what I will say. Let's hit it. One thing that I realized is when Tisha's family was confronting Marceau, especially I think it was her two cousins, which I'm assuming is Kikis sisters. I think that was revealed later on in the episode, but they were confronting him and saying, why don't you answer certain questions just straight off the bat? Why is it that it has to be this way? Why is it, the one thing I realized, and I want to know if you guys realize this, Tasha was nowhere to be found. When it started with, when Bernard was going in on him and saying this and all this, and you got too many women and all the whatever, honey, where was Tasha? Tasha was not beside her husband. Marceau was in that scene by himself, and Tasha went, I guess, and did a bathroom break or something. I don't know, but she was gone for a good long while. Why do you think that is? Why? Why do you think that is? Well, is it because maybe Tasha's saying, I agree with all of this, Marceau. I want you to answer questions straight up to me when I'm asking you something. I don't want you to be sarcastic. I want you to stop embarrassing me on TV when it comes to these things. This is so my family is right, but I'm not going to be beside you because I don't really want to, agree with my family, so it's not going to cause. So I'm going to just go to the bathroom real quick. Not real quick, honey. She was in there for some time, or wherever she was. She wasn't in that scene when they were really, really going in on him. Now, Bernard, Marceau's right. That is definitely another Miss Wanda. He, but again, it's true. The family brought up some very, very real questions. It is, I again, without the alleged cheating, we can take that all out. I continuously say this. I do not believe that we have seen Marceau show Tasha respect and regard in any way a lot of times on this show, period. Now, again, people would say, well, she knew what she was getting. She knew it. But I'm going to go back to what Maurice said. He said, this is not the brother I grew up with. He was a sweet, kind-hearted. That's who Tasha married. She married the sweet and kind-hearted man. She did not marry this very narcissistic, So Maurice might be right. The money has changed him. The money, the fame, the attention. Ooh, I'm getting this attention that I've never had before because I live in little old Huntsville. I don't know if they're from Huntsville, but hey, living for the fame, living for all of these things. So anyway, I digress. But I that was something that I noticed. Now, moving forward, we do see Kiki and her husband come through. And then, Tasha, and now Tasha has appeared. And Tasha is, they're having this small talk. Oh, you look cute. Yeah, you look nice. Whatever. I haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah, all this. And then, boom, it starts to happen. But guys, and the streets are saying the same thing. It was all for what? Like the way in which, honey, when they did that super trailer and when Marceau said, no, let it all out, let it all out. I'm thinking Kiki was going to let it all out, let it all out. We ain't get nothing. Kiki ain't released the TT. No. It just was just going this. It was nonsense. And I was like, okay, where are we going with this scene? What's happening here? Is there anything going to be revealed? Okay, no, we're just revisiting the same thing. This is how you made me feel. You ruined my family, my business. You know what you did. Oh, child. Okay, moving on. Like, that was a waste. So, another interesting thing I did see though is that I did see Kiki's husband because when I definitely think that Marceau definitely started to get a little disrespectful, and I thought that Kiki's husband was going to come and say, first of all, we can lower our tone. We can, you're talking to my wife a little sideways. That's what I thought, but that's not what was happening. But then Marceau pulled him to the side and was like, "Oh, you must have forgot. Oh, we've been there for you. We've been there for you guys." And Kiki's husband kind of piped down a little bit. But let me tell you this. I don't care what, and this is why you have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. And I get it. Kiki and Tasha, they were saying that they were more like sisters and really, but you got to be very careful who you receive stuff from. Because it can be very easy to throw back in your face. Oh, you forgot? So I'm going to get silenced now. I'm not going to tell the truth because what you've done for me, because I don't want the world to know what you've done for me. Yeah, you might have had to pay some of my mortgage, some of my rent. You might have had to take whatever it was. It really silenced Kiki's husband. So I would love to know what Marceau did. But at the same time, if you're not doing something, it's always two things that I say about giving. When you give and expect nothing in return. Unless that individual said, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to pay you back. That's something different. But when somebody is in a hardship in their life and you step up and say, I don't want to see you suffer this way, so I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you all. I'm going to help your family. I'm going to help my family. If that is what you're deciding to do, under no circumstance do you ever expect anything back in return besides respect and honor and gratefulness, gratitude that you did that, of course, those things for them. But you definitely don't use it as a threat. And I've definitely thought that Marceau used it as a threat. Like, I'm going to say this and you already know that me saying this, it need to shut y'all up. Because if you go ahead and reveal something that I don't want you to reveal, oh, it's on and popping. I'm going to go ahead and be like, oh, well, they did. And it's like, man, how nasty and ruthless can you be? So, So be very careful, folks, who you take from, even when it's including family, because sometimes family shows themselves to not be as loyal to you. Now, again, people may say, well, hey, if this wasn't for Kiki opening up her mouth and starting this or starting that, then they probably wouldn't even be in this, situation. But I don't know. As a man, man to man, of that, the fact that man came up to him and, because it definitely seemed like Kiki's husband was like, this is what we're about to do. Like, we don't need to do this. Like, he seemed like he was trying to, and then, yeah, Kiki's husband got silenced. And I think Kiki got silenced too. So that's that. So yeah, y'all, this episode, again, it's just, yeah. The last thing I'm going to say that was something interesting to me is that finally Wanda, wait, let me go back. Y'all, hold on. T-Man and Chad, this whole family is a hot mess. T-Man done brought this young lady, who I'm assuming is a new girl. I mean, he just straight up, I ain't gonna lie, it definitely sounded scripted, because he was like, hey, yeah, so I just want to let you know, it's on me. I ain't cleared off my divorce yet, but I got another girl pregnant. It was like, wait a minute, hold on, what? And Letitia was like, what's going on? I'm confused. What is this? It did not sound real at all, y'all. Like, it did not sound real. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But it did not sound like an authentic, like, listen, I got something to share. It's embarrassing. Like, it just was like he was saying his ABCs. A, B, C. Yeah. Like, no. And then the girl was obviously embarrassed because, again, you're not even fully divorced yet. Come on. T-Man, yeah, you got to get it together. That girl, and then shoot, she scared me. She was telling him she was going to beat him up. I was like, okay, what is going on here? What is going on with these babies? The Tasha and T-Man, they not picking partners right, honey. Something ain't right. So that's that. Then when T-Man tells Wanda, yeah, we got to get this going because I got another baby. She said, excuse me, what? Child, she's like, no, we not doing it for that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a hot mess. This family. But anyway, talking about Wanda, I will say that I find this interesting. While Kiki and Tasha were in the middle of their discussion, I found it interesting that Wanda was like, okay, hello, thank you for coming out. This is what we here for, and whatever. Like, she really didn't have Tasha's back in that moment. And I was like, no, and I get it. It was her event. But I think the best thing should have been like, what I want for you two to do as my daughter and my niece is y'all take this outside. You have your conversation that needs to be had. We in here, the other family, we're here to celebrate, to this, to that. I'm looking for feedback on my food, whatever. It's not about, and I just think that she could have handled that so much better when it makes sense though, because the same way that what Wanda did to Tasha, unfortunately, is the same thing that Marceau does to Tasha. Voice is not valued. Her voice is not valued. When somebody says, whether it's her mom or Marceau says, cut it out, we're done, we ain't talking about this no more, Tasha has to go zip, 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 zip. My mom said I can't talk about it no more. My husband said I can't talk about it no more. Now, there is, I think, a time and place for when, if somebody is operating in wisdom, to say, you know what, I don't think that this is, let's go ahead, let's chill out on a conversation about it because you're really, really heated, you're this, you're that, whatever. So I think that it's best to revisit this. And again, there's a way to say it. But totally dismiss Tasha's feelings and totally dismiss where they were trying to go or where whatever. And I don't like that. And I don't agree to that. And again, Tasha is not going to be a confident individual if she continuously have people around her that is like telling her zip it, like, or sorry, you're just not valued. You don't get to say anything. Just be quiet. Just stand there, be beautiful. That's it. Like, no, I don't like that. So anyway, let's wrap this up. Y'all, let me know in the comment section, what did y'all think about this hot mess of a scene that gave us nothing? Didn't give us nothing. Didn't give us no information. This is a drag out. These to be continue episodes is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, Carlos. That's just getting on my nerves. All right, y'all. Show us some love in the comment section. Peace.